Good afternoon, Deer Park High School. Welcome back to the Deer Network. I'm Emily Little.
And I'm Anissa Trevino. Today is Friday, February 25th, 2022. Today we learned some more about a longtime Houston tradition and another episode of Name That Song. But first, Emily, can you tell us about our weekly news?
Sure, Anissa. You've probably heard that the thing that sounds like a cell phone going off in the hallways, and no, that isn't your ex trying to call you back. That is a 2-minute bell alerting you that you have 2 minutes left to get to your class during the passing period. So when you hear that sound, you better start running and getting to class.
Forever Photography is once again partnering with the Deer Park Orchestra Booster Club to offer 20-minute photography sessions as the fundraiser for the Booster Club. The owner of Forever Photography, Amy Jones, is donating her time and expertise and will be giving 100% of the fees collected to the Booster Club. If you would like to have a family portrait, senior pictures, or would just like some great photos taken, don't miss out. Sessions will be held on tomorrow and Sunday from 3:30 to 5:30. Each session is $100 each and will be included a guarantee of 8 edited images and print rights. They will be held at San Jacinto Monument. For more information and to book the session, you can contact Michelle Wheeler at dporchbclub@gmail.com.
Our Winter Guard team attended the WGI Houston Regional at Klein Oaks High School last weekend. The team made a history by advancing to the regional finals. This is the first time DPHS has ever made a WGI regional finals event. The team was also promoted from their current classification of Scholastic A class to National A class. Congratulations to the team and to all their hard work.
As you know, our robotics team also competed last weekend in the Shoal Point Skirmish in Texas City. They had 2 teams rank in the top 10 and make it to the qualifying rounds. And at some points in the competition, both of the teams sat in the top spot. Congratulations to our robotics team, and we wish you luck in your future competitions. Emily, do you know what starts next week?
No, what?
The rodeo, and I'm so excited to see my favorite country singer perform.
Who?
Gwen Stefani.
Anyways, maybe the story by Corey St. Martin and Alejandra Acosta can show you what the rodeo is actually about. Let's look.
The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is a well-known event held in Texas highlighting the largest livestock exhibition and rodeo in the world. It all started when Starwell invited 6 other businessmen to lunch at the Texas State Hotel. They decided to host a livestock auction exposition in Houston called the Houston Fat Stock Show. Their inaugural event was held in late April 1932 at Sam Houston Hall in downtown Houston. It wasn't until 1942 when the rodeo welcomed the show's first entertainer, Gene Autry, the singing cowboy. From there, the rodeo kept growing and got its name, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, or Rodeo Houston. As the years have progressed, more and more has been added to the rodeo. The location of the rodeo has changed from Sam Houston Hall to the Astrodome to NRG Stadium. The location changes were only for the better, as the size of the rodeo began to grow. As far as entertainers go, George Strait is a Rodeo Houston icon, having been with the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo through many of its major milestones. His concerts were always a hit. He performed the last show at the Astrodome and the opening concert at NRG Stadium. Having entertained more than 1.5 million Rodeo Houston fans, George Strait has always been a fan favorite at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. When the carnival was added to the rodeo, people were ecstatic. The carnival itself became another attraction, bringing in a whole different crowd. In addition to the carnival, the rodeo hosted multiple rodeo events, such as mutton busting, the calf scramble, bull riding, and many more. These events are held for all different ages. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is the reason why we get most of the tourists that we get. The long-running event will continue forever supporting citizens.
Man, I didn't know the rodeo had such a rich history. Also, did you know that the rodeo is celebrating their 90th anniversary? The celebration will kick off next Monday, February 28th, and go through the end of the rodeo on March 20th. I am still very excited to see Gwen Stefani. Anyways, now let's go to Luke McKinley for your weekly sports report.
Last weekend, our Lady Deer softball team traveled to play in the Bryan College Station tournament. They went 5-1, outscoring their opponents 34-12. On Tuesday, our Lady Deer shut down Dickinson 5-0, and yesterday they went and won their games in stellar fashion. They beat Barbers Hill 18-0 in a no-hitter by Madison Appleby and Seven Lakes 5-0 and a perfect game by Rihanna Newman. Baseball began their season yesterday, hosting Port Neches, Grove, and Tomball. They won their games 10-1 and 6-1. They will hopefully play tomorrow against Clear Lake and Second Baptist, depending on the weather. Both soccer teams won last Tuesday, with the boys beating Soho 2-1 and the ladies winning 3-0. The boys will play at Channelview today, and the girls will play here at home. And finally, our boys basketball team season ended on Monday after playing a stank-ranked Atascocita team in the bi-district playoffs Emily, back to you.
Thanks, Luke. In weather news, the same cloudy skies from this week will continue to trend throughout the weekend with a 50% chance of occasional rains throughout. Have a jacket in hand as there will be a slight cool down in temperatures that will see lows reach into the 40s. Meanwhile, the highs will only reach into the 50s, but fortunately, it will warm up a bit this week.
The academic decathlon team traveled to Frisco, Texas and Dallas yesterday for their state competition and will be competing through the weekend. We're sending them brainwaves and wishing them luck. Also, the Student Council is traveling to their district meet today to run for Student Council District Office for the position of NOVA Delegate. Secretary of Planning Macy Whitfield is representing the group with their platform for running being inclusivity. We wish them the best of luck at the district meet and thank them for representing Deer Park High School.
Have you ever wanted to go on a fantasy adventure full of wonder and wizardry? Game Club is having a special meeting next Monday, February 28th in Mr. Fletcher's room after school where you can come and learn to play Dungeons & Dragons and meet other students to form an adventuring party. That's room 2232 on Canterbury Trails. Come make a character and make new friends.
That's it for us this week. Be sure to follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, and subscribe to us on YouTube for more amazing content. From all of us here at the Deer Network, I'm Anissa Trevino wishing you a happy Friday and a wonderful weekend. And go Deer!